Oftentimes, first responders get calls of slide-offs in the winter months.
But for one area couple, black ice led to a very serious rollover crash.
And months later, they're using their story to help others in their community. News 9's Nina Paholke explains.
Dan Lau
I'm getting to where I want to be again.
is on the road to recovery.
On the last curve, I hit black ice, and all I could see is the vehicle going toward trees. And all I did was crank the wheel, and
We were initially paged to this call for a vehicle accident that had rolled with 2 occupants inside the vehicle.
At the end of 2020, Dan and his wife Ruth were both recovering from COVID-19. With some cabin fever, they decided to go north to be with family.
on the way home, we took County Road J.
That's when their trip took a devastating turn.
I had dozed off to sleep, so I woke up as we were doing rollovers.
This was their car.
Someone drove by and they stopped and asked if we were okay, and I'm like, no. Do you want us to call 911? And it's like, please.
First responders rushing Dan and Ruth to the hospital. And transporting them there were Merrill firefighter paramedics Paul Peterson and Eric Trempe.
I knew I couldn't move my legs and stuff, so I knew something was wrong. And
I had a compression fracture in my back, but I got to leave the ER that night. And Dan had a more serious fracture of the L1 vertebrae and bruised his spinal cord.
After 4 weeks in the hospital, Dan was back home, and him and Ruth wanted to do something special.
I would say probably 99% of the calls we don't get to interact with the patient after the call is done, after we transport them to the hospital. So this particular call is really cool to know that and to see how extensively their injuries were and the road to recovery that both occupants had gone down. We don't see that too often.
But not only did they take a trip to the station,
It was nice for him to actually put names to faces of who took care of him and to say thanks for their wonderful care.
So it was awesome to see him come back and see the road to recovery in a positive note.
they gave a generous gift, donating $1,000 to the Merrill Fire Department.
With that donation, we're getting a new app called HandTevy.
Well, everybody likes math, but trying to do that in an emergent situation is really, really tough. It'll document the entire scene for us.
The application really focuses on pediatric care to help us out with medication dosages. It's really an awesome tool that we're going to be receiving.
A token of appreciation,
It was just nice to be able to show the fire department, the paramedics, how much we did appreciate their skills.
that could help save a kid's life after these firefighters helped save theirs.
One hopes you never need to call EMS, but when you do, you know you're going to be well taken care of in this community.
So not just the first responders, but community members also making Wisconsin proud. Reporting in studio, Nina Paholke, News 9 WAOW.
All right, Nina, thank you so much. Still